Hi.
Morning.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. How are you today?
Okay, and your good self?
Great.
You've had a pleasant weekend, gardening, painting, writing.
Painting and writing, yeah, yes, etc. So I'm working on it. I sent you some information about my essay. I started to write, and it was very interesting for me, and my ideas expanded. And I sent you.
You keep recommending very good books to me. The Le Petit Prince I read over the weekend.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great book.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And also the Pushkin story of the golden fish.
Yes.
The man with a horrible, greedy wife who wanted to be a czarina.
Yes, yes, yes. It's amazing book. And you know, Pushkin was not popular in Russia in his period of life, and
Right.
yes, society not ready. Sometimes not ready to change something.
Was only published after he died. Only about 10% was published during his lifetime.
Yes, it's this is a biography of many artists.
Story of Moby Dick?
Moby Dick, yes, I know, yeah.
Yes. Apparently that only became a big hit after the author had died. It was never very popular in his lifetime.
Yes.
Queen Victoria.
Queen Victoria, yeah.
Right.
I started to see this film, this historical film, and it's very interesting. She was very young. She has different ideas, and she has her own way. And she was right, and she was very close to the nature, and she has absolutely different approach. Of in many parts of life, in economic and in many things, and this is very close to me because when I started my project, I know nothing about buildings, architecture, and nature.
Oh wow!
Yes, this is my first step. I have only education in like landscape designer. But in Moscow Architecture Institute, I meet very interesting persons who loves Russia, who loves architecture and beauty and design and literature. And this is very important step in my life and in my critical thinking. So my experience with my project, this is, I suppose this is only first step in my future, and I hope to do much more.
Oh, good for you. We're English, we're Saxons, and there was a poet, William Barnes. Understand how language works. He said, we don't need a Latin word for. Okay. So, when will you know about your Luxembourg Prize?
The deadline for application is the end of the April, and
end of April, right?
Yes, and in summer, in summer, approximately in August, I will know result.
Well, every success.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
We had a look at exercise.
And from any part of the world. However, someone that wants to buy. This is my homework, yes?
This is about you being an employee in a bank.
This
and you try to start your own business with teaching dance and painting.
Yes, this is very close to me.
Personal experience of both.
Yes. Give reason for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. Oh, you know, one of the first steps in my financial career was budget control. And it was very hard work, very difficult when I started. But after 1 year of my working, budget was safe for 3%. And I know all processes. It was the bank, but I was the expert in budget, and
Oh, great.
I sign every purchase order and agree or disagree in compliance with my budget sheet.
Ah,
This
right.
is my first signature before financial director approval. So I should approve every purchase orders, and I sort out in any processes of the bank, and it was a very interesting experience and helped me to understand how every department works, and it is a really good experience in management control and budget control, and really helps in financial statements, because this part of balance sheet was very clear.
Oh, great. Yes. So you were there drawing up the financial side of a business plan, and you had the authority to approve or disapprove of
Yeah.
any particular expenditure.
My task was firstly my task was to make a budget, annual budget with departments, with all departments. I sought out of efficiency and their needs, and we create a budget of every department together. And then I lead them, really help to save money and to be efficient.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Administration,
IT,
personnel, informational technologies, and business directions, all balance sheet.
Right. Okay, and very handy experience for running your own business.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah. Yes, it's great.
Okay. So the advantages and disadvantages, as you have been there in a bank, schools of dancing and painting.
Yes, it's absolutely different experience. This is only one part. This is financial part. But when you have your own business, you should communicate with government, with clients, and with personnel, and to make this process. Sometimes it's not clear the way, and only and your mistakes is losing your money in your business. So
oh yes,
it's
we learn from mistakes, don't we?
yes. Of course I have mistakes, a lot of mistakes, and environment, business environment, every time changed, and you need a lot of information about law, finance, clients, and other schools to be competitive in this business. And of course it's very important your team, because I know Richard Branson, this is the founder of Virgin Company.
Yes,
yes, I read it, his biography, and he told that personnel
is important asset in any business.
In any business, yes. The clients are important, but not so important like your team.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's right. If you're comparing two things, advantages and disadvantages, read the first part of the first paragraph.
There are two main advantages to starting your own business.
Main advantages to starting your own business.
To make your own decisions. This is your personal responsibility for your decisions.
Right, you have personal responsibility and the independence and the free.
Of course, profit, because you are responsible, you have risk, but this is your profit. It's like game. You are the first player, so you're a leader, and
You are
you
the
can be.
leader, and there are no limits to the amount you might earn.
Absolutely, yes. I was in my studio every day with my clients, with my employees, and when I'm home, I am thinking about processes, how to
Yeah.
improve it.
To the bank and relax at home.
Yes, I have weekend when
Yes, you have a free weekend. Yes,
free weekend.
You're
Yeah.
free of worries. Actually, I think you
Write a plan for your answer. Decide how many paragraphs you will need and what will be the subject of each paragraph. Close to me too, because I have 1 year between school and university, and I work as a waiter in a restaurant to get money for my university education.
Oh, great.
In the end of my career, I was director of restaurant in Moscow. And I work all my time when I was a student. I work in a restaurant, and I know this.
Worked in a restaurant.
Yes, I knew this business very well, from waitress to director of restaurant. It was 6 years, 6 years experience, and I have honors from government in the best service, etc. I have diploma. And
Oh, great! Yeah.
yes, it was a competition of service in Vladivostok, and I provide to my restaurant the best service restaurant.
Oh, great! So you were studying, and you were also doing waitress work to
Yes.
make some money to pay for your studies.
Yes, waiters, then manager, then a manager of restaurant, and then director of restaurant.
Oh, good for you. Yeah, right, okay.
We don't know all about fossil. We take it from our planet, but we don't know the consequences. A very dangerous step. We do it many.
Oh, yes.
This is the system of our planet, and it could be very disaster. We should stop.
Well, this is every age has its what I call, well, this word doomsters. People think, there is no future, life can't go on. Karl Marx wrote about the crisis of capitalism. It's bound to collapse, and the proletariat is bound to take over. Exhaust pipes,
Yes.
carbon monoxide, I think, yeah, poisonous gases.
It's amazing nature in Far East. It consists the flora and fauna from any parts of the world. You can live in the very cold climate. Manchursky орех in my garden. This is the tree from Far East. It's type of nut, yes. For example, грецкий орех does not live in our climate, but Manchursky орех have the same quality of nuts, but can grow in this cold climate.
In the Moscow climate.
Yes, and we have a lot of unique plants from Far East which can grow in Moscow climate. Yes.
Yeah, грецкий орех, we call them walnuts.
Walnuts.
Walnuts, yeah, they're lovely.
Tea with lemonic or some extract from this plant is very it's better than coffee.
Oh, great.
Yes. A lot of plants, and our nature is very rich. We should.
Oh, yes, you have a fabulous country, yes. Yeah, the farthest east I've been is Altai.
Oh, and fish.
That, yes.
And fish and seafood. Oh.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, your country is so huge. You've got the front as usual. It's been great meeting you. Hopefully Thursday will be...
A nice birthday on Thursday.
Oh, great. Right. So that'll be... But you still have time for a lesson, yeah?
Yes, I will have time for a lesson and for beautiful table dress.
Oh, great. Okay. And I look forward to reading any more of your essays. Okay?
Okay, see you. Goodbye.
Cheers then. Bye.
Bye.
See you.